Hey everyone, my name is Lisa Maciel. I am from Tewksbury, Massachusetts. I just wanted to come on here and share my experience with the Spark Healthy Runner program and share a little bit about my journey. So I've been a runner for just over 39 years now. I know it's crazy, especially since I'm only 29. No, just kidding. I'm 53. But I just ran my 27th marathon 2 weeks ago and was able to be fortunate enough to grab my 18th BQ, Boston qualifier. But let me tell you, this journey was definitely different than prior marathons. It wasn't easy. It took me almost 2 years to get back to a marathon starting line because of recent injuries. Before my last marathon was October of 21 when I ran the Boston Marathon. I sustained some tendon damage in my foot for that. Last summer I was on a run. I broke my 5th metatarsal in my left foot, so I broke that foot. And I was already qualified to run Boston for this year. 2 weeks before that marathon, I unfortunately pulled a high hamstring strain 2 weeks before. So I had to shut everything down and made that painful decision to pull out of Boston that weekend before. So that is when I started my journey to search for Duane. So that latest injury had me doing a Google search on high hamstring strain and somehow landed upon a video that Duane had shared with someone with a similar injury. So I immediately reached out and we got to work. I was impressed right out of the gate, I will say, with his knowledge, starting with a running gait analysis as well as a movement assessment. These were two things, simple things, but were never done on me before. Over the years, I've seen PTs over the years that have never suggested really looking at things like that in the depth that he did. You know, being in Massachusetts, him in Connecticut, it really had no impact on the success I had because everything was done, virtually. He was able to do all of that virtually. And no one had ever done that before, even the local PTs I worked with. So I will say that was really key to finding out what needed to be done. And my body is definitely unique, as Duane can attest to. I won't get into the details, but I definitely have a very unique body. He identified, problem areas, and like I said, we got to work, both with the running schedule and strength training. So I can easily say that the Healthy Runner Spark program is not a cookie cutter program like many you see online. Just with running shoes, one pair will not work for everybody. You may be doing strength specific work, which is great. I definitely am a fan of doing that, but what you're missing, it could be the runner specific exercises. And that I know is what one of the missing pieces that I wasn't doing. And so I'll be definitely continuing those for years to come. So our goal was to get that hamstring healed up so I could get to the starting line by September 10th. That was the last day to qualify for Boston for 24 for next year. So I literally picked the last weekend. So it was a little stressful knowing that I didn't have much time, and that was going to be the last weekend I had my last chance, really. So over the course of the 16-week program that I signed up with, while I had another issue pop up along the way, we adjusted my plan and we continued on that path. So with me, I know that this particular journey, it wasn't going to be chasing that PR. The number one goal is getting to that starting line healthy, which is what he helped me accomplish. And then I was able to get that BQ. And I know it's something, sometimes you just need to celebrate getting to the starting line. And it was a long 2 years for me, but my best advice is, don't give up. There are better things around the corner, and I know it's cliche, but every setback leads to a comeback, but it is true. Sometimes it can be longer than others. So there are worse things in life that can happen to you that, and not, showing up at a race can be one thing, but in the grand scheme of things, there's more important things in life. But running is important to me, and it's important to many people. So this program that I was blessed to be a part of. I'm glad I stumbled across him on Google, and I can't say enough about the Spark program. Duane and his team provide amazing support. He made himself available to answer all my questions and any concerns I had. I can't recommend this program enough. So good luck to everybody else on their journey of running.